Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the part you've all been waiting for. The basement. In the last episode, we wrapped up most of the quests that we had from the upper floors. Actually, I think we got all the quests we had from the upper floors. We didn't do the gong because there's a difficult trap test there, which is like, I think it's swords, cups, and wands. And I didn't want to risk that trap. You can get that test. You can be wounded during it, for example. And I think the final poem is also a bit tough. So we skipped the gong. And we think we might have skipped one or two other quests or events. But otherwise, things went fairly well for us for the vast majority of the game so far. So all that early complaining, as usual, was for nothing. But now we're in the basement. This is where things go wrong very quickly, or can go wrong very quickly. We have cleaned up all of our skill cards with the exception of one final spell that we are allowed to pick if we want an Eldritch spell. We have 4 talismans that we're walking down here with a 2% chance of release for our wave water cups. We have to pray we don't lose this cups card with a 2% chance. That's gonna be pretty bad. We've got some gear. The shotgun will be useful down here. We're going to be using it for probably most of the encounters we decide to stick around and fight that we can't use psionics or magic for. A crowbar, which will help us get through a few doors. A firebomb, which will help us get through one combat. Mackin's brain bot we picked up last episode. Right, for +1 cups and +1 draw and trick card when we have to evade traps. We have to evade traps. And we're going to get a lot of nasty traps down here, viewer. We have quite a few psychic talents, which will be useful. And a few spells, too. Which reminds me, I wanted to read what this does, because we picked up Typhon's Embrace near the end of the last episode. Roll 1 bone and select up to X revealed face trick cards, where X is the number of pentacles rolled, and transform them into non-face cards of the same suit with value Y, where Y is the number of cards selected multiplied by 2. Then draw a card. Wow! So this takes face cards and reduces them, depending on how many of them I select, to not face cards. That will be really useful. Shame it's just combat. And of course we have a plethora of various Arcana cards, which we will likely begin using right away. Let's get started. The objective of this game is to defeat the evil baddie that you selected at the beginning of the mission. It's normally the Elder for us, a very powerful vampire. This time, it's the spirit of this house, this possessed structure. But no matter what you're fighting, it's always located on the 2nd floor of the basement. Alright, we have another skeleton to fight. So let's go ahead and use magic to deal with it. Decent hand, actually. King of Cups, Queen of Cups are 2 high cards. We have a few pentacles, so we'll take the ace, take the page with our king, take the knight with our queen. I was about to say that the king can take everything that the queen can take, so we might as well play the king first. And the queen could take the knight, so that really worked out for us. Sure. Take the 10 with our knight. And we're 15 points over our target number, which means that we're drawing the maximum amount of cards we can. I think, let's just play, let's just win. You narrowly avoid a slash as you finish your incantation. The skeleton never had a chance to take a second as the spine snaps and it crumbles to the ground. The bones turn to dust before your eyes. The tricky part about the basement is that, like the quests for the Cenarian Witches, there is a huge amount of backtracking which could occur down here. This area of the basement might not be connected to this area, which might not be connected to the area that this door leads to, and you end up spending a great amount of time, if you have the story tokens enabled, wasting it. There's also a bunch of nasty traps, and this could be the very end of us, right here and now. Should we fall down this pit and find this to be an oubliette, a pit without an escape, and we might not be able to climb back up it if we fail. You triggered a trap and the ground beneath you suddenly gives way as a hidden trapdoor swings open. Alright, well... Quick thinking. You realize that you haven't stepped very far into the trapdoor. You'll quickly do a 180-degree turn as you fall and grab onto the edge with both hands. The real issue here is going to be 5 tricks that we have to work with. So whenever we have a trap, we need to play as many of these as possible to help us win. We have a target number of 9, which means even if we play that king, we're still not winning. So we need to hope that we can gain some benefits from playing these. Now, our hand, we don't have to play Burst of Speed unless we see that we need to play our Ace of Cups. So we won't play that one, but let's play these two. So Calm Sidestep first. This is the one where we're looking to reveal a card. And if it's a face card, we get to add points to our trick-taking score. Not a card that we wanted to see. It's a 4, but we do have we drew another card. We'll play the 7 on the 4. Let's now use Giant Leap. We did succeed at this. And it was an Ace of Pentacles, and we drew what looks like another Pentacles card. Okay, we've won. Even if we can't play any more cards to take this trick, whatever it is, we can play an Arcana card. But we can play our king. Alright, so that worked out in the end. I like to imagine that we drew cards that we needed to win this challenge, but I think we had what we needed to win in hand already. You twist and grab, hold solidly with both hands, then pull yourself up. Oh. Well, we have to actually cross this, so we have to step back here again and just leave it alone. We can try climbing down, but without rope, given our 4 swords and cups, that's not a good that's not a good chance. So we'll just leave the pit alone. Wait, what does that say? Okay. This isn't any time to go spelunking. That game is way harder than this. A locked secret door. We're looking for a staircase down if we can find one. Let's see if it's behind this. You discovered a secret door. It blends in almost seamlessly with the dungeon wall, but your keen senses were still able to detect it. Finding it is one thing. Figuring out how to open it is another. Well, our chances to bash a door in are very poor. A little better with the crowbar, because we have 3 less target number, but still not very good. So we will find the activation mechanism. You examine the door and decide that you might be able to figure out how to activate it. 2 kings in our hand, and a queen. This is looking very good. Well, if the Knight of Pentacles is up here, that was a waste. But once again, what are the odds out of all the cards in the deck that the Knight of Pentacles is up here? Not very good. There go all our Wands cards. And we've won with greater than the target number that we 15 or higher, so we can just win. You search around the door for anything of note and quickly zero in on some promising locations. After filling around with several bumps and nooks, the mechanism clicks and the door slowly opens. I was about to say that we haven't seen Aura of Fortune for a while. Not that we really need more experience points or the like. Oh my goodness, viewer. We may win this rather handily. We just found a way down. That lets us avoid a ton of nasty traps, altars, horrific creatures, and other encounters up there. Somewhere on this floor is what we're looking for. On that note, there is a 3rd floor of the basement, and to my recollection, there is a very special clue token somewhere down on the 3rd floor. But the 3rd floor is just It's not a nice place. It's all just twisting tunnels. I don't think there's any rooms which are even down there. There is a fourth floor, which is just pits, if I recall correctly, and no way out of them, except for coming back up them. So we definitely don't want to fall down any pits. This is the floor we want to be on and stay on. You are confronted by a large door that is protected by a complex metal lock mechanism. In addition to a host of complex dials on a metal panel, a series of metal bars are firmly attached are attached firmly to the wall and function as restraints to keep the door secured. Well, picking the lock, even though it's a lock, we only have 3 tricks, so I think I'd rather figure out the combination. You notice a pattern of wear on some of the dials and controls. Remember an odd case file with a similar mechanism developed by Robert Barron in the late 1700s. Win the challenge to figure out the combination and open the door. King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 9 tricks, decent numbers. I think we can win without using our mental dexterity. And we did. Why did we have a single... We have a single point. I don't know why we have that point. That's likely the only cards we're going to be able to take. Nope. Can take the 4 with our 6. It takes you a while, but it's clear that this is a derivative of a special mechanism created by Baron under duress for a secret society that kidnapped and later sacrificed his daughter. My goodness, it's a long sentence. I feel really bad for him. Lucky for you, you remember the backdoor combination that Baron implemented as a failsafe. This room will be filled with flame traps. I think every time you step on a tile, there's a chance one goes off. I do see a barricaded door, but there's no guarantee what we're looking for is behind it. We might not even have to go this way. But I think we'll step forward here, and then off to the right. This is the Hall of the Devil Face. You feel your foot hit the tripwire and then hear the rumbling of rocks as they drop from the ceiling. A ton of rocks coming down on your head could really hurt. You notice that to one side only smaller rocks are coming down. You decide to jump in that direction. We have a King of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles are our high cards. Most of our cards are low. Let's use Giant Leap. That was a face card. Okay, so we had to... So that's a shame. We wanted to calm sidestep to get past that. We have to play a card now on the Queen of Swords. We're going to play an Arcana card. So let's play the World, because we don't benefit from the World at all. Ace of Cups. We can play... So we've won this challenge. But I'll still play the King. 10 of Wands. We have to play the 2. Oh, okay. So we could have won without playing our Arcana card. Oh, well. We had to make that choice right then and there, and I don't regret my choice. You chose wisely. You get hit by a couple of fist-sized rocks, but no real damage is done. It's probably neither of these. One second. What was that cry? Was that you, Button? It was you. What's wrong? Are you okay? Maybe my cats are hungry again. I think they're hungry. I'll be right back, everyone. Some hungry cats. Shouldn't be... Well, I was trying to feed them a little less. They're complaining about that. Oh, Mom's put on a little too much weight for my liking. Well, I'm sure she'll be fine, as long as I don't do it too extreme. Okay, so... Normally, I would, now that I know that you 100% are guaranteed to find secret doors if you move adjacent to them, go into this room and search it for anything for a secret door. But we're also not playing story mode, so I'm not going to feel compelled to do that. Let's instead open doors and see if we notice anything that looks promising, or rather, I'm sorry. Let's open the doors, and if there's nothing in there that we notice, which it will entice me to search them, we'll just leave them alone. So this can't lead to it, unless it goes this way, this door, because the final room is not this small. It's a rather large room. Suddenly, without warning, the wall next to you collapses in your direction. You notice a break in the falling debris where a support was and move to step into it. Oh, it's a good hand. King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and several high cards. We should still always use one of these. So let's use Calm Sidestep. Was a face card, so we've earned 2 points. But we don't have a card to take the Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to play this a little risky and believe that we can still take some of these other cards. 3 of Wands. We have a Queen of Wands. We need to win 1 more of these 2. 5 of Cups. We've won. And we're a little over. You calmly step into a relatively sheltered area, and most of the debris misses you. Oh, how much room is over here? We gotta search it. This could be it here. It could also not be it. Come on. You have triggered a trap, and the ground beneath you suddenly gives way as a hidden trapdoor swings open. You realize that you haven't stepped very far onto the trapdoor. You quickly do a 180 turn as you fall and grab onto the ledge with both hands. King of Cups, Queen of Wands. That's our face cards, our highest cards. We need to use Giant Leap. We selected an ace. We drew a Page of Cups, but we have to deal with the ace. So we need 10 points. Okay, well, the good news is we have no... Well, kind of good news. We have no swords cards in inventory, which means we can use an Arcana card after we see what these other 3 are. Oh, but now we have an interesting choice, viewer. If we use, say, Calm Sidestep, and we reveal a card and draw a card, and that card is a swords card, we will be forced to make our choice if we want to play that card on the Ace of Swords. Let's still do it. Face card. We drew a card, and it was the King of Pentacles. Wow, Calm Sidestep. You won this for us without us needing to use an Arcana card. And amazingly, we had no pentacles, and we had no swords in our hand, and that was the only stuff that showed up here. This is what makes me nervous when I see a ton of cards of particular suits in my hand, because, well, the odds of them being tricks is very low now, of us being able to use them, so that really worked out. All Calm Sidestep won that for us. You twist and grab hold solidly with both hands, then pull yourself up. Not here. Alright, so that was just all a dead end. I don't care about the final clue token either. Oh, a green cube! You see a shimmer of reflected light in the gloom ahead and stop dead in your tracks. Then you begin to hear a sound. You can't quite make it out at first. It sounds like something being peeled away from a sticky surface. A massive transparent cube-like thing slithers into view from out of the darkness. Trapped inside it are bones. Human bones. The sight of a green cube slithering down the hallway is enough to send anyone over the edge. You don't want to be eaten by one of these things. Being slowly digested alive is not on your dance card this evening. Ooh. Interesting. No, this is a good hand. King of Swords to Knight of Pentacles are high cards. We'll play the page. Well, we passed the horror challenge. We're just gonna win. Actually, no. No, Tim. No. You don't end it early. You can get courage cards. You need them. You see things far worse than this. You're part of the crew that helped clean up that sanitized mess that was left over from the attack of the giant blob that terrorized New Jersey. I was there too. That was awful. I'm glad Dr. Whom II was there to help out here. Dr. Weird also showed up. It was amazing having both doctors here. Oh god, viewer, look at the chances we have to win this. This is awful. So we're not a swords and cups guy, and I did not add any other option for dealing with the things down in the basement, which means that we have to use our shotgun if we want a chance of winning this, because 3 tricks and 4 draw with 9 target is not very good. This is 2 less, which is acceptable. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. As long as it's a sword card, we'll probably do well. And a Queen of Pentacles. But we have no other low cards in our hand. So I don't really feel like that one spell, like casting, Touch of Paralysis, is useful. Because we don't want cups up there. We don't want wands up there. We want there to be pentacles and swords up here. Why don't we third eye to see what's up here? Okay, so we've won. We've won. We can take the page with the queen. We can take this 5 with our king, and we're golden. We can't do anything else about anything else, but we don't need to worry about anything else. You won the battle. The creature seems to collapse in on itself and form a green liquid pool around a pile of bones that were trapped within it. So we can maybe get some bullets. We can't use that shotgun very often. Not it. The crypts come back for you. These look like pressure plates leading to this box. Not in that room. Let's pray it's not here. And we'll search the crypt. There are some special encounters you can have in here, which allow you to search sarcophagus. But I'm not really interested in that. Oh, I thought this was for some reason connected into this room. This will be a sarcophagus check. No. Oh, is there nothing in here? There's a tripwire grenade trap. You look over and see the wire pull the pin from the grenade on the wall next to you. You have seconds to react. You decide to jump towards the grenade and place the pin back in it before the handle has even come off. This is a good hand. King of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Page of Swords. Let's flip without spending something. Oh no. Okay, oh, we can do this. King of Wands, Page of Swords. Queen of Wands. We did it. Queen of Cups. You dive towards the grenade, grab the pin attached to the wire, and quickly insert it back in the grenade. You were lucky. I was. We get MK1 grenade. I'm just gonna... Well, we're gonna... Obviously, we get to take it. We gotta drop something, though. Oh, I don't know. Roll one up to 1 bone and bump the card values up on all non-face played cards plus X. Firebomb? Roll 1 bone and bump the card values down on all non-face trick cards not yet revealed. We could drop the crowbar. We're not doing physical activity down here. But we might have to. Let's drop the firebomb. The firebomb doesn't have a special encounter with it. The grenade will let me blow up a door. Oh, Oreo. Oh, I'm so sorry if you're hungry. You shouldn't be that hungry. But I did give you far less treats today than I normally give you. Because you're putting on the pounds, Mom. Yeah, you're putting on the pounds. An abomination of Wrathgulgar. You hear a sloshing sound as if a thick liquid was being pumped out of a fountain. Then the creature comes into view, dragging with it a personal puddle of slime. It's truly horrifying to behold. It consists of multiple mouths and spiny appendages. You stand facing it and suddenly slime spurts from holes arrayed around its body, helping to move the puddle with it. You can feel an unearthly presence that accompanies the strange creature. An aura of elder magic radiates from the creature, and you are very afraid. Struggle to keep your grip on sanity. You've never seen anything quite like this. It is truly horrifying. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Say this heart check isn't going well, but then suddenly victory. Nice. You remember stories of told by your instructors of creatures that visit our dimension from those ruled by elder gods. This just might be what you are facing here. You've heard about creatures such as this one. They're called abominations, and this one in particular belongs to Wrathgulgar, the insane, an elder god of tremendous power. There must be a pocket dimension containing an altar nearby. Once sanctified to Wrathgulgar, the insane, the altar will periodically spit one of these things out. You remind yourself to be very careful. These creatures are empowered by dark elder magic and are exceptionally lethal. So normally, you have to fight them. Run, or that's it. You don't have this option. This option, to my recollection, is in the game. It's in the game files. I didn't add this. It was there already, but it was disabled. So I went ahead and, for all the abominations, re-enabled the sorcery challenge that Vic had in here originally. As you can see, winning a 12 target with 2 tricks and 3 draw means we're playing 2 of our Arcana cards to win this fight. Fleeing is very likely going to be the same, and the shotgun option is good. Oh, good. It's acceptable, but still difficult. Magic is how we're going to do this. This abomination is suffused with a sorcerer's energy, instilled by the will of the elder god that created it. You decide to battle fire with fire. A good hand. I see 2 kings. We have multiple face cards of different suits. I don't think we need to worry. Play the king and win the challenge immediately. Okay. For some reason I thought I couldn't click on that. So play the knight, play the 4, and we annihilate it. You channel your energy into a wave of destruction that explodes the creature into 1,000 pieces. The goo spreads over the floor and the walls and then evaporates into a brown mist. Oh no. A Apparently I messed up re-enabling this encounter. Can we continue? Oh, I can't. Our game is effectively locked. We have to redo the entire basement. Okay. Well, I know where it's not. But I'm not going to drop this recording. We're gonna keep the recording. And I'll take a look at that file. Alright, that sucks. Alright, guys, so thanks for watching this one. I'll see you in the next one, where we'll be right back where we started this adventure from. Hey everyone. Alright. A heads up before we go any further that we're gonna kind of skip a summary here, because if we can find the final boss room and defeat it within another 30 minutes, we're just gonna roll this part into the last part. If it goes like 45 or over, then we'll just go ahead and make this another part after all. I have gotten back to where we left off, more or less, off screen. It didn't take long at all to do it, since I don't have to talk with you guys about what cards I have in my hand or describe why I'm making the choices I'm making. And really quick, what happened there at the end of, well, maybe not this video, but what just had occurred, if this is part of the same video, or at the end of the video, if this is a new video, is my fault, not the game that you would normally be able to get from Cryptic Comet. I have done some modding to the game, and actually this was interesting because I got to take a look and remember what I had done from a few years ago. Some of the Abomination encounters already had magic enabled for them as a potential combat solution, but not all of them did. So I added sorcery to be utilized in some of those encounters where they were originally lacking, figuring that I want the player, me, I'm the only person playing this version of the game after all, to be able to deal with these monsters magically. And Vic had done this, Cryptic Comet had done this for some of them, so I figured I want it done for all of them. Well, copy-paste is what bit me there. I had a reward enabled for fighting twice, but not for sorcery at all. So the game looked up, well, you said when you won in sorcery, go to this reward type for that result, but it wasn't listed. I don't know what to do. Something's wrong with the... Something didn't match with where I said to go and where I was trying to go. So, that bug is not normally in the game. That's the one that I added. Alright, and now with that said, as you can see, we have recovered from where we last were. So, is there anything a little different here? I don't think so. I might have? No, we still use the same Arcana card last time we were down here. So one thing I can think of is that, okay, I think that, do I really, really want to check these rooms out? I don't have a good feeling about them. I think instead we double back to the Gargoyle Face hallway, or the Room of Flame, whatever it was called. And we pick back up from there. We'll just have to deal with other random encounters, if that's not... Oh, not the correct way. Actually, this might be correct. This is a big enough spot that it could have the boss room. Let's go down here instead. No trap yet. Could be here, but it won't be behind this door. To the north. Not likely in either of these. You feel your foot press down on the pressure plate, and then hear the click as the tablets hit a pan of acid. A cloud of poisonous gas erupts from the floor beneath you. Ooh, 4 draw. You notice that the gas is rising in the cloud as if it was being shot upward. You decide to cover your mouth and hit the deck to get out of the way. Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords. Let's immediately begin trying to use my feats. Since I think Calm Sidestep and Giant Leap enable me to draw an extra card, I want to wait to use Burst of Speed until I have played both of these. So Calm Sidestep first. We succeeded in using it. Face card? Not a face card. And then we use Giant Leap, which we also succeeded in using. Not a face card. Gets reduced. Draw another card. We'll now use Burst of Speed, which we failed to use. Okay, so that sucks. We have to play our swords, and we have to play our pentacles cards. Let's start by doing that. Keep playing. Playing the queen on the 2 won't win the challenge for me. We're still 3 points low. So we need to play the 3 on the 2. And it's a good thing we did. To play the queen on the Knight of Wands, and we win the challenge. Wow. I wasn't too concerned, because any Arcana card would give us the points we would need. Playing it on the... Well, actually, would it? It's 6 points. 6 plus 2 is 8. Yeah, we would, with this here, we would have the points we would need to win the challenge with playing an Arcana card. Your quick thinking keeps you out of the poison gas cloud. Another one of these rooms. I think this is like a crossbow trap or something, and these are all little individual pressure plates you might trigger as you approach it. That said, I do want to search both of those doors. Let's see what's down here. Not there unless there's a secret passage here, and I doubt there is. Not here unless there's a secret passage either. Oh, but we didn't... Apparently we didn't step on any of those pressure plates. You see something flittering in the dark and then think at first it must be a bat. Then suddenly you realize that the darkness is actually moving. You recoil in horror as a creature seems to materialize out of the inky darkness. The creature seems positively demonic. Its eyes seek to pierce your soul and wound your spirit. You must stand strong. 2 kings and a queen are our high cards. King and Queen of Swords. So again, I'm not too worried about the horror challenges. That said, we can earn courage for winning these and the like, so we should score as high as we can. I was just mentioning that. We need courage. A dusk gaunt is... a dusk gaunt. Its slick rubbery black skin and sinuous bat wings project a disturbing appearance. This is a creature from beyond your own dimension. You remember the briefings from the odd threat assessment lectures. They originate in the Dreamlands, a warren of interconnected dimensions said to be inhabited by powerful ascended beings. These creatures are not to be taken lightly, and are lethal in a fight. Alright, so... we have no choice but to beat it physically, and as you can see, our chances of winning, in doing so, are rather abysmal. But that said, running probably isn't an option unless we pass an evade check. So, we will have to use our shotgun. The single tap or double tap? Let's see what we got. It's not a good hand. We have a... Well, it's okay. We have a Knight of Pentacles and a Ten of Pentacles are our high cards. Okay. Let's use Touch of Paralysis to start. 5 of our cards in our hand can be placed up there to replace those tricks. So only 4 are probably going to be allowed. Actually, I don't know what's going to happen, so let's give this a try. So we have a Knight of Pentacles. Let's put a 9 up there. We have a 7 and 9 of Swords. We'll put the 5 up there. Even though we can't play the 4... I'm sorry, we don't have a card to take the 4. I'm going to place it. And I think that will be good. Got a Knight, King of Pentacles, so that was really useful because that was up here to take our Knight. We got the Page of Cups, which will let us take the 4. We have a card that can take a another sword card, so let's start flipping. There's our 9. We'll use the King to take it. There's our 5. We'll use our 7 to take it. There's our 4. Use the Page, and what was the card we did not get from up here? A 3. The creature evaporates into a wispy cloud of black smoke. Even though we use magic to deal with it, we still start with the shotgun, so we thus have less bullets in that weapon of ours. What are we down to now? There's 2 bullets left? 6 bullets left, okay. It cannot be in this door, so we do not have to go that way. It still could be all the way over there. It could be here. I doubt it. This might go up in this direction. Oh, and it could be here. But I'm going to hope it's not. And we're instead going to go back this way. And we'll try to get out of this room as quick as possible. With a dull roar, a column of flame bursts out from the mouth of the devil's head, and you do your best to survive. You duck under and crouch where a gap in the column of flame has appeared. We have a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles are our high cards. Most of the rest we have is not as good. We have no cups at all. Okay, we can take the Page with our King. We're still not winning, though. Oh, crap. This was a trap. Okay, I forgot, but we still won anyway. So, wow, that was lucky. We got 2 face cards that both our kings could take. You feel the heat all over your body, but it doesn't burn you directly. I think our luck is already at 10, so this is not doing anything for us at the moment. 10, I think, is the maximum luck you can possess in the game. You've discovered a trap door. It opens easily, and you can see a wooden ladder that leads down to the darkness. Nope. There's no reason for us to go down to the 3rd floor. We could mark down where a way up is on the 3rd floor, but my intention is to never end up there to begin with. Which will be difficult if we fall down a pit. Oh, looks like someone was doing some excavations in this hallway. I see a shovel with a pit there. Looks like a small chest is there too. Must be where they buried the psionic device that they're testing. And there is nothing here. There could be a secret passage in one of those rooms, but it is unlikely, I think. We definitely want to step on all the spots we've already stepped on, because we don't want to trigger more traps if we can avoid it. You have triggered a trap, and the ground beneath you suddenly gives way as a hidden trapdoor swings open. You realize that you haven't stepped very far onto the trapdoor. You quickly do a 180-degree turn as you fall and grab the ledge with both hands. We have an okay hand, Queen of Swords, and a Knight of Wands are our high cards. We will use Column Sidestep. Face card. We earn some points, but that's a King of Swords. We can do nothing about that but play our 2 on him. Giant Leap. Nice. We get another card. We drew a King of Cups. We will play the Queen of Swords on this. We still don't win. We need 1 more point. And that will definitely do it for us. That King of Cups draw was very handy. We still would have won with the page. And now we definitely would have won. Still, you don't mess around with traps. You do and grab hold solidly with both hands and pull yourself up. Oh, we get another column of flame. King of Pentacles and 2 queens. There's no guarantee we'll see pentacles or swords up here. So we should use our feats. We failed the Giant Leap. We failed Calm Sidestep. 5 of Pentacles. A page. We can use the 4 on you. Okay. We'll play the cups here. And I was worried about this. Okay, so. We don't have another cups card. So we weren't able to play any of our other cards in our hand successfully. But we can always use an Arcana card for this. So we're going to use... the Hierophant. You feel the heat all over your body, but it doesn't burn you directly. A barricaded door. Likely not where we want to go. You look over and see the wire pull the pin from the grenade on the wall next to you. You have seconds to react. You decide to jump towards the grenade and place the pin back in it before the handle has even come off. King of Wands, Queen of Cups are our high cards. Come on. Face card? Not a face card. We can't mess around with this trap, so we need to play the King of Wands. Page of Cups, we can take that with our Queen, and we've won the challenge. We don't even need to play, which I forgot to do, by the way. We don't need to play our other feat. You dive towards the grenade, grab the pin attached to the wire, and quickly insert it back in the grenade. You were lucky. We were. Okay. The grenade is not a grenade. It's a Luger. We're gonna ditch the MK1 grenade and take the Luger. Select a non-face played card and bump its card value up +2. Not very good, but still, we can use it more often than the grenade. Ooh. Well, we're not getting through barricaded doors. The grenade actually could have helped us here. After examining this... Okay, so you see a large wooden door all boarded up with planks and heavy nails. Getting through this is going to require some hard, sweaty work, which we are not good at doing. After examining the situation a little closer, you realize you might be able to pry a few of the boards off and smash your way through the other side. This only lets us... this gives us this extra arguably bonus, which would reduce the target level by 3. But only if there's a lock. This is not... There is no lock on this. And we're not allowed to use the crowbar to pry the boards off. So we'll have to come back for that. Another Wall of Flame. King of Swords. Page of Cups. Giant Leap. Face card. Not what I wanted to see either. For Queen of Cups. I'm gonna... Oh, Tim, no. You should not have done that. I was gonna say I'm gonna risk taking damage, but thankfully the Queen of Swords showed up, and our King of Swords takes her, so we won the challenge. a little easier. I think instead of target level 11, it's target level 9, but still very difficult. We can try this twice. Well, that's not good for us. Okay. Do we play another Arcana card here? I think we do. Let's play the Lovers. So we'll flip over the King of Wands. Oh, I forgot all about our toolkit. Roll one bone, and then select one revealed non-face trick card, and bump its card value down. Well, this doesn't help us. Actually, don't we get a point when we use this? We do. Okay. I mean, this still doesn't really help us. Let's go ahead and play the Lovers on the King to win the challenge. That wasn't so hard. The way now lies open. Let's get out of this hallway. Oh. It's not going to be over here. It could be down there, but I doubt it is. Still, we'll check. It was. Oh, wow. I am glad. I am so glad we used some more Arcana cards here. This is it, everyone. This is the final room. I greatly admire the look of these final rooms. I think whoever the artist was who designed the mansion's tiles did a fantastic job on these. So there's a giant Sauron's eye in the center here. It looks like there's some sort of furnace that's, and I can see steam coming out of these pipes. It looks amazing. I really like this. Well, House, let's see how you're intending to stop me from purging you of this place. It's obvious that you are very close to your goal. These creatures have been hastily assembled from junk and scraps lying around the room. Despite their odd appearance, you are certain that these things can really hurt you. The power of the evil entity that possesses the house is extremely strong and concentrated here. Oh my god, this is awful. Shotgun blast. 12 target number with only 4 tricks and 5 draw. Wow, this is awful. Alright. So... let's flip over a card. I'm gonna third eye before I go any further. Holy crap, guys! Look at this. How do I even do this successfully without using Arcana cards for it? Well, you're not allowed to put the knight up there. So I can only score points from the Queen of Swords. So I guess we get to flip over these 2 queens and play 2 more Arcana cards. That's the only hope. That's the only chance we have of beating these things. So we'll play the moon. And then we have to do that again. Unless I'm not allowed to use my other psychic talents against in this combat, apparently. Hanged Man. It's time to take out the trash. You make quick work of the junkmen. We need to, we need to find out where we need to be and immediately solve this room before it kills us this way. And we run out of Arcana cards. God, we blew through 5 of them, I think, here in the final floor. But we had so many, and there's no reason to hold on to them now that we're in the final room. The heart of the house. Standing this close to the furnace and the odd flame burning in the open crack of the floor, you can actually feel a heartbeat pulsating throughout the ground you are standing on. In fact, the air around you seems to pulsate with life. You realize that you are mere feet away from the heart of the entity that has possessed this house, and it fills you with fear and dread. You muster all your courage and willpower to steel yourself for the task at hand. I should have gotten rid of a different Arcana card, the fleeing one instead. Queen of Swords and a Knight of Pentacles are our high cards. Let's start flipping. 3 of Swords. There's no reason for us to hold on to the Queen. The Knight of Swords is likely not up here. You've seen things far worse than this. It's time to finish this thing off. Have we seen things far worse than this? Have we? Lub-dub. Lub-dub. The heartbeat now permeates the entire room. The evil entity that has possessed this house and battled you all the way here stands before you. An iron furnace that must have originally belonged to the basement of this house has sunk below to this place and spread a myriad of pipes and valves like a circuitry system. In a crack that has opened up in the floor near you is a strange glowing fire. The strange energy must be the very heart or life force of the evil entity itself. The heartbeat seems to be growing faster and louder, and he is aware of the threat that you pose and will no doubt attempt to defend itself. You just strike fast and hard and make it count. Psychics, magic, or physicality. We can use our shotgun. So, psychic duel for us, because this is the best chance we have of winning. You can feel the psychic energy of the evil entity swirling around you. It permeates the room and pulsates forth from the glowing ball of energy in the crevice below. You decide to go directly after the swords with your psychic talents. It's risky, but it may be your best chance. So we won't be able to use our guns or our spells here. But here we only get 6 draw. The target number is 2 less, and we still draw 10 tricks. But we have lots of psychic talents. We're going to go ahead and do this. It's not a bad hand for this. The final battle of the game. I think it is. We have a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups, and we have a Knight. We have 3 Knights in our hand as well. Our hand is a decent hand for this. So let's start with the third eye. And I don't see how it wins. So we can flip over... Actually, let's flip over the cards we don't yet have revealed. A 7 of Swords. We have a Knight of Swords. We'll flip over that 10 to play... The 8 to play the 10, and we're halfway there. We can flip over the 2 and play the Queen, and we've almost won. Our 3 takes the 2, and we have earned enough points to win this challenge. Good job, House, trying to destroy me there. The mechanical men were much tougher than this was because I wasn't able to use my psychic talents. You enter a trance and focus all of your psychic talents on containing the evil entity. It is a battle of psychic wills, and you slowly squeeze the energy into a smaller and smaller ball. Suddenly its will snaps in half and you simply think the thing out of existence. You have performed an amazing psychokinetic feat. As you collapse to the ground, you only wish somebody had been around to witness it. Nobody back at Odd HQ will believe you. Arguably, there's no reason for me to flip over any cards here. This is the final challenge. It's not like you get to keep anything here. And if we had used a great deal of psychic talents, we might have had something very bad happen to us. Thanks to psychic pushback. But it worked out for us, guys. We did it. Case closed. The evil spirit that once possessed this house has been destroyed. You don't need to be told to get out again. Time to head carefully back to Odd HQ and make your report. You should tell those idiots in research to scout their own test sites next time. Not bad, everyone. Not bad. Another year, another Occult Chronicles game played. unlike I think the past 2 years running, we also did it successfully. But remember, we did disable the story tokens this time around too. Without doing that, I don't think we would have been able to succeed, as we picked up a good amount of Arcana cards in the final few episodes, and we would have been forced down to the basement earlier than that, that's for sure. But thank you guys for watching. This was a lot of fun to play through this game again. Hope it was entertaining for you guys to watch it, and I will see you in the next game, whatever that will be. So thank you all for watching, and take care, everyone.